of the Holy Prophet, you cannot harm yourself or others. La darar wa la dararat in Islam. An expert in Islamic fiqh would use this one hadith on many different issues. For example, it's a qaida fiqhiyya. Anything which is harmful. Smoking, if it is harmful, it would be forbidden. Anything which is harmful. So things that did not even exist in the time of the Holy Prophet. So again, we have more of it. Now Sunni brothers have closer doors. Again, in the Shias, not any alim can do ijtihad. You have to go through a long process before you can become a mujtahid or an ayatollah, the title. That requires at least 20-25 years of studies before you can start deriving those rulings from the ayat of the Holy Quran and the traditions of the Holy Prophet. So there's a long process. I hope I answered this brother before this brother had been asked.
Yeah, you said Salah had been changed the way we read from the first Khalifa.
From the Holy Prophet's time. The question, the Salat had changed.
The way we pray Salah had been changed from the first Khalifa.
After the Holy Prophet, the Salat changed. Even for example, our Sunni brothers and Shias, not just Shias and Sunnis, but within Shias and between Sunnis, within them, there will be differences on how the Holy Prophet prayed. Did he tie his hands on closer to the chest or lower? Did he keep his hands open? For example, Malikis and Imamiyya, the Shias say that the Holy Prophet kept the hands open. Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Shafi'i, and Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal say that the Holy Prophet kept them close. So those differences, these are just, they are minor differences. They all have 5 prayers, they all have wajibat, they all have ruku, they all the schools of thought, Shias and Sunnis, they all have ruku, they all have sajdas, they all have fatihas, they all have all the takbir and everything, salam, tashahud, everything. But there will be little differences. Those little differences between all the different schools of thought, they appear because the things had changed after the Holy Prophet. How and why they changed it, again, that's...
So on that, if Hazrat Ali was first or fourth, why does that affect our Islam today?
He would have kept it the way the Holy Prophet wanted it.
And like you said, if, according to Shia school of thought, if Hazrat Ali had become the first, we would have these sects today?
No.
According to yours.
Yeah.
But surely it was Allah's will, because Prophet said we are going to be 73 sects. So surely it's Allah's will for him to be fourth, not first.
Very good question. Did everyone hear the question? Yes? Okay, a very good question. Was it Allah's will that when the Holy Prophet is saying you will be divided into 73 sects, so it was Allah's will that the sects will be divided. So we shouldn't even say that, try and stop it. Okay. On the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we say that when a teacher in the class, Allah knowing something and informing His Prophet that inform your ummah of this is one thing, and Allah willing it is another. Allah knew that Yazid will kill Imam Hussain, for example. But did Allah will it? That's another issue. When a teacher in the classroom he teaches all the students and he says, for example, these 2 students will fail in the class. Not that he wills for them to fail in the class. He knows, knowing is one thing and willing is another. Allah was informing the Prophet and the Prophet was informing us that this will happen. Not that he willed it, not that it was the will of Allah that this will happen. And Allah wills for the people to be divided and go to hell. No, Allah did not will it. He informed His messenger and the messenger informed us that this will happen. Knowledge of Allah is one thing and the will of Allah is another. I hope it's clear.
Okay, if there's no will, but surely it's destined. It was
Yes.
meant to be. It had to happen because it happened.
No, here. Again, the question, the brother is saying that it had to happen. There are 2 views. Free will and complete compulsion, that Allah had made it compulsory. If a person has murdered someone, it was written if he was destined to murder that person. We do not believe in that. We believe that the person had the choice. Allah gave him the choice. He chose to murder, not that Allah forced him. Allah did not compel him to kill. He chose to kill. So it wasn't destined for the Muslims. It wasn't destined for the people to divide themselves. Allah did not force them. Allah did not compel them. They chose to be divided. I chose to be who I am, and I'll be held responsible on the Day of Judgment for whatever I do wrong or whatever I say wrong. I'll be held responsible for it. It is not that Allah compelled me to do something. I had to an extent some compulsion, but some free will. Okay?
Maulana, you got some questions in front of you from the sisters.
There are 2 questions. Sorry, I read them twice. I did not answer them. One of the sisters has asked, Sunnis often ask, why does it matter who should or shouldn't have been the successor to the Prophet, peace be upon him? Why use this event in history to create a divide between the Muslim Ummah so many years later? It is not something that we try and divide the people. It is something that the people are already divided upon. Our whole point should be to bring them closer, even though that we understand that we have differences. Let's learn how to live with those differences and come close together. Not that I ask you to become a Shia or you ask me to become a Sunni. I will not become a Sunni and you will not become a Shia. We understand that we have differences. Let's learn how to live with those differences. If I tell you what we differ on, and if I know what you, then we will learn, okay, let's not touch this, or let's understand. When you mention the differences, then the other person is educated about you. Many of the Pakistanis and Indians have come to this country, and now they've learned about other religions and other faith. They have learned how to live with those faiths. Let's learn how to live with each other. Tell each other the differences. Don't let the enemy tell you what we believe. Don't let the Americans write a book upon the differences between Shias and Sunnis. Let's sit down together and let us discuss what we differ upon and live with it. I'm not telling you what I believe and you have to believe in this. This is what I believe. Okay, this is what you believe. I respect you and you respect me. And let's show respect for the holy and the authorities of each other. And wallahi, not once did I disrespect here the first three Khulafa. You can replay it again and you can hold me responsible for anything that you may think that you have said this and this disrespects. Not once did I imply, not once, wallahi, touching the name of the Holy Prophet, I implied that those people, I meant the first row of Khulafa. I implied those people, the ones who cursed Ibn Abi Talib in his time and after him. And I was implying the ones who were cursing him. Not once did I imply or disrespect any of the first three Khulafa. Question from the brother again.
Sorry, can we just follow up on the other?
Second question from the sister.
The
thing is, somebody says something and you're not allowed to answer back. So.
Well, I think you've had your fair share. We'll come back to you.
A lot of our Sunni brothers hold the misconception that Shias hold Hazrat Ali in greater prayer than the Holy Prophet. Please clarify this and any other myths surrounding Shia Islam. You cannot prove or show this from any of the Shia books. One of my biggest problems whenever I'm talking to Sunni brothers, they will say, this is what the Shias believe. Have you read it in any Shia books? No, I haven't, but I've been told by our scholars or our people. I always try and look back, let the Shia speak for themselves. Let you speak for yourself and let me speak for myself. Do not put words in my mouth and this is what you believe and this is what you... Fine, ask me what I believe. This is what so-and-so Khalifa has said. This is what so-and-so scholar, Muslim scholar has said. This is what so-and-so Imam has said. This is what so-and-so Prophet has said. Go and see in his authentic book. There may be books that I may refer to which are Sunni books, but the Sunnis may not accept them as Sunni books. Then I should have the respect and decency to say that fine, if you do not accept, then I should not give allegation to the Sunnis that these are Sunni books. There may be a person today who stands up and says, I'm a Sunni and I'm writing this. We should not accuse all the Sunnis that yes, he has gone astray. There may be a Shia person who may have written an odd thing, but you cannot accuse all the Shias of it. I challenge you that none of the Shia major scholars, none of the Shia ulama who are accepted as Shia ulama, Shia scholars have said anything like this. But day in, day out, you would hear that the Shias have a different Quran. The Shias believe in Ali ibn Talib to be higher than the Holy Prophet. And wallahi, even today, recently, just last month, one Egyptian brother said to me that, don't you Shias believe that Jibreel was to come to Ali ibn Talib and he was by mistake, he went to the Holy Prophet? I said, have you read it in any of the Shia books? He said, no, but we have it in all of our Sunni books that you say this. You know, please, for God's sake, let the Shia speak for themselves. You know, let the Sunnis speak for themselves, let all speak for themselves. Don't put words into the mouth and say this is what these are accusations that are increasing and the differences. These are the things that are increasing the hatred for each other. Those people in Pakistan and Afghanistan and Iraq who are just killing each other, I went to Iraq early this year, and early this year I also went to Pakistan and northern areas to visit and speak to those people. Wallahi, more than 80%